All right, so first things first, what we're gonna do is get our water to a rolling boil, and then we're gonna season it up. So we're gonna get some chicken bouillon, or you can get salt, that's fine too. This just adds a little bit of flavor to the noodles. So go ahead and just add it on in. You can't really over season it, but just do about maybe a tablespoon. Then we got a pound of some elbow noodles. You can get elbow, you can get large elbow, or you can do cavatappi, whichever one it is. So go ahead and add those on in. Just give this a quick little stir. You actually don't need to add none of that extra stuff really. All you need is just a good stir, and we're gonna let this go for 7 to 8 minutes. You don't want to cook this all the way through, and I'll explain that a little bit later. All right, so the noodles are done. Got them right over here. What I did is I shot them in cold water just to stop the cooking process. All right, so do that, and then just set them aside, let them chill. And also, you want to just give them a quick little stir. Reason being, again, because you don't want this to stick. You don't want them to clump together after everything's done. So that's that. So next, what we're gonna do is work on grating our cheeses. Grate your own cheeses. I promise you, it comes out way better. We got some smoked Gouda. We got some Grater, and we got fresh mozzarella cheese. If y'all like that, like long, stringy cheese pull, mozzarella cheese is gonna get you there. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and grate this all up. If you need like somewhat of a guesstimate, then go ahead and do about a cup to a cup and a half per cheese. Oh, and the trick with mozzarella cheese, what you want to do is freeze it for a few minutes, maybe about 20-30 minutes before actually grating it, so that way it grates a little bit better, because fresh mozzarella is really spongy like. All right, so we're gonna make our cheese sauce. This is real easy to do. All right, so first we're gonna make a roux. All that means is just equal parts butter and flour. So first we're gonna start off with half a stick of unsalted butter. We're gonna drop that on in. Always use unsalted, so that way you can control your salt content better. All right, that on in. All right, so this process goes pretty quick. Once that gets melted on down, then we'll add our flour on in. So next, we got a quarter cup of some all-purpose flour. Go ahead and add that on in. All right. Then we're just gonna incorporate this, all right? So the flour is gonna be like the binding agent, because you know, I'm sure a lot of us grew up on Granny's mac and cheese recipe where she used eggs. I personally don't do eggs in mine. It's a texture thing. But the flour is gonna do the same exact thing, all right? And it's gonna thicken up that sauce as well. So once everything gets incorporated, next what we're gonna get, we're gonna come in with a cup, like a cup and a half of some evaporated milk. And we're gonna add in a pint of some heavy whipping cream. All we're gonna do is get this to a low boil. Doesn't need to be a rolling boil, it's a light boil. So give everything a good mix again. Okay. All right, so then lastly, while we're getting this to a boil, we want to season up our sauce. Number one, I don't believe in letting the cheese season, no. So what we're gonna do, we got our spice blend here, and you'll see all the spices on the screen as well, so that way you don't have to guess. All right. But there's gonna be some Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning, some unsalted Tony's garlic and onion powder, and then a little bit of mustard powder. Oh, and smoked paprika. All right, so what we got right here is our sauce coming to a low boil. And now what we want to do is turn the heat off, because everything else with our dairy products, we're gonna add that in, but we don't want it to start cooking, because then like the oil and everything will separate. So we got, first we're gonna get is some sour cream. So we're gonna do about half a cup of that. This is gonna help to make it creamy. Add that on in. Then we got some whipped cream cheese. So we're gonna get about 4 to 6 ounces of that, all right? All right. All right, So we're gonna get our cheeses. So we got Gouda, some of that Mozzarella that we got before that was shredded on up. All right, and some of the Grater. Now, what we're gonna do, since we have the heat off, we don't need any more extra heat because again, the heat that's still coming from the bottom of the pan is gonna do more than enough. And we don't want to break our sauce, which means you don't want this to get oily. If you ever seen the mac and cheese that was real oily and buttery, that's what it was most times. So we're gonna go ahead and get that good and incorporate it, and then we'll go ahead and add our noodles on there. Ooh, that's how that's supposed to look right there. Okay. Next, we'll go ahead and take our elbow noodles, put this on in. All right. Get us a good mix, and then we really almost done with making the whole dish. That's the crazy part about this. And then we're just gonna go ahead and cover these noodles, get them nice and covered with that sauce. And that sound is how you know it's gonna be busted too. Okay, yeah, so this is how you know the mac is gonna be busting when you hear that, right? And if you don't know what I mean by that, then yeah, but the mac is gonna be hitting. So, now that we got this part situated, we can go ahead and add this into our bacon dish. The main thing here is taste the cheese sauce before you incorporate everything. Make sure the salt is to your liking, and you're gonna get the salt from your toppings. Another thing, I know grandma, the way she used to do it, she would grease the pan, put some butter or some oil. You ain't gotta do all that. My personal opinion. Get your mac, put it into a casserole dish, right? And get about half of it. Pack that thing down. I just love the sound of stirrings. All right, so, stop at halfway because we're gonna build a little something right here, all right? So we got that. Add our cheese on in. So we got mozzarella, add a little bit of each. All right. You ain't gotta be shy with it, you know what I'm saying? Just save a little bit for the end. And we're just gonna top the dish off. Pack that down as much as you can because we're gonna top this off with a little bit more cheese, and then we done. Last but not least, what we're gonna do is just top this with a little bit of paprika. All right, this is gonna give it a nice little color from when it come out. All right, now we're gonna pop this in the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 to 30 minutes. Go ahead and let that cheese melt and let everything come together, and just wait till it finishes. All right, so yeah, just look at this real quick if you ain't seen it before. All right, now, last thing we gotta do, throw this in the oven. All right, see y'all in about 20 minutes. All right, so my cookbook, Kitchen Culture, is out now, y'all. You can get it at the link in the description. Let me just take y'all inside real quick. So we got 90 recipes, super easy to follow. You know what I'm saying? We got the holiday recipes. You got your classic soul food. It's just a little bit of everything, you know, just a little bit of everything. So again, you grab it at the link in my bio. And if you're a person that likes a little bit more on the go type of vibe, you can get the ebook too. All right, but back to the recipe. All right, let me show y'all this real quick. Mac is done. Yeah. All right, perfectly golden on the top. Look at that. Sheesh. So we're gonna let this rest for about 10 to 15 minutes before we dig into it. But just to give it a little bit of pop, we're gonna add some parsley on top. You know, so this is just for color. All right, y'all. So look, appreciate y'all following along with the recipe. I'm sure you're gonna love it. Go out to the store, get the ingredients, try it on out, or the Instacart, whatever you do. But anyway, look, hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And so you can catch more content, hit that subscribe button as well and turn on that notification bell so you can be tapped in for every recipe that drops, all right? But I love y'all and I'll catch you on the next recipe.